Hi, my name is James Weatherford, and I am your instructor for your HUMA 1301 Introduction to the Humanities course, December intersession with Northeast Texas Community College. Before we get started, I just want to give you a little bit of an explanation of what the humanities are, because sometimes we see the name humanities and people think, well, that must be maybe about biology or different kinds of human study where we study humans, but it's more than that. This class gets at understanding what culture is, it gets at understanding what it is about humans that makes us so distinct, that we have literature, we have arts, philosophy, religion, architecture, basically anything really cool that humans have done historically, in terms of literature and everything else, the arts and the performing arts. We study in a course that collapses the entire experience into two major segments of time. Basically everything up until the Renaissance and the Reformation period, about 1500s, and then a second half of this same course, HUMA 1302, which covers everything up until kind of present day since the Renaissance or the Reformation. And really, when you study the history of Western civilization, that's kind of the dividing line. Everything shifted towards the middle 1500s area, pushes on into this modern age, technological revolutions and changes in structures in religion, etc. But this class is going to look at the first half. Basically, everything from prehistory, beginning with when nothing was recorded, written down before language, the oral traditions that eventually grew into written traditions, languages that developed out of those cultures and societies, and evolved into creating religion and philosophy and literature, and basically kind of a look at everything you could imagine humans have done, on up to the Reformation period, where the Protestants broke away from the Catholic Church. So, as you'll see in your textbook, there's a lot of information covered, and being that this even is an intercession course, there's a lot of information that you will cover, and there's no way that you can really truly master it all. But we will cover quite a bit of comprehension. I mean, this is intended to cover a lot of information. And you might even think, well, why do we have to take a class like this? My major is fill in the blank, something that has nothing to do with the arts and humanities. Okay, it's a valid question, but the truth is, no matter what you do, you're going to have to learn to read and write, and you're going to have to understand cultures. You're going to work with diverse populations. You're going to work with people, no matter what you do, that are different than you. And this course attempts to capture that human experience and find some common ground between vastly and disparate groups that are different in so many ways, culturally, religiously, geographically separated by vast distances. Well, studying a course like this will help you to, I think, develop empathy, become a more thoughtful person, and really learn to interact with the rest of the global community in a more meaningful way, because you'll know a thing or two. So, with that said, let me tell you a little bit about what you'll do right away. The first day in the course, you're going to complete the Start Here folder. That's me. So if you heard that, that's my toddler. Anyway, so the first day you're going to complete this Start Here folder, which also includes access to acquire a link, a registration code that you will use to register for your ebook. So included in your tuition is your book. So you don't have to worry about purchasing a separate book. There will be a link provided in the Start Here folder that will allow you to acquire a code and gain access to the ebook. So there's no paper book to own in this. You can do everything online on McGraw-Hill Connect. And the textbook for the course is by scholar, Fierro, and that text will also include activities, exercises that you'll do for each chapter, and reading quizzes. And again, in order to kind of hone in on some particular areas, you'll also find in the module folders for each module different readings that I've added, and some videos and lectures and podcasts, different things that you can listen to and read. And I've got one way, well, two ways actually, that you'll measure your understanding of the material there. There'll be some lecture quizzes that are based on the lectures, and there'll also be some summary response essays that you'll write. Now, that might sound like a big deal, but it's not. I mean, they're only 300 words, 150 words, 2 paragraphs in each, 150 words in each paragraph. So you know, 2 paragraphs, 300 words, very simple. And you're going to do 9 of them. And that might even sound like a lot, but it's really not. I'm going to drop at least 1, but you'll do 3 for each module. And what you will write about in those will cover information that's not in the book. So like I said, there's information from the text. The way we measure your understanding of that are by the activities and the reading quizzes found on McGraw-Hill Connect. The way we'll measure your understanding of the, lectures will be lecture quizzes. The way you'll measure your understanding of the readings and the podcasts and the documentaries and things like that, I'll have you write these brief summary response 2-paragraph essays, and one will be dropped, so don't worry. You're also going to write 2 other writing assignments in this class, one of which is a religion essay. You're going to choose one of the religions, and the guidelines for all these assignments are in your syllabus, but you will choose one of the religions in the selection, and you will write an essay about that one particular religion. 3 to 5 pages, I think. It's not very long. And then you're going to do a summary response kind of activity for a live event, a fine arts assignment. You're not going to watch a movie. You're going to go to a museum or go to some sort of performing arts event where you will write about your experience. Everything you need to know about what I'm looking for are in the guidelines found in your syllabus at the very end. But if you do have questions, you can always ask, and I'll let you know. So, that's really it. If you have questions, you can text me, 817-713-4802, anytime, and I can get back to you pretty quickly. Or you just can email me, jweatherford@ntcc.edu. But this is just a brief introduction to kind of familiarize you with what to expect in the course and give you a face behind it all and let you know who I am. Any question you have is a valid question. There are no stupid questions, so please do not hesitate to ask. I will be more than willing to help you if you need it. But that's how we'll measure the course. And there's also exams, one for each module, but they're open book, untimed, pretty easy, honestly. There's really no reason why you shouldn't get an A in this class. I mean, this is a pretty easy class. I make it very possible for you to get an A. The only way you'll fail or not do well is if you don't do the work. It's that simple. But please, if you do have questions, just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you. All right, see you online.